Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on the jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but if it's the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
Welcome to the stream, Ringo TV. Make sure you double tap that screen to give it a thumbs up. We're back again with another one in the AM hours. It's 2:34 a.m. in North Carolina. And I wanted to go live to talk about this particular video here. This is an educated black woman. She decided to take it to social media to pretty much rebuke black folk for their hatred and lies against Charlie Kirk. And I want to talk about this. I think that you're going to enjoy this one. A lot of information was shared. I'm glad she spoke on these issues. I mean, I talked about a few of these things already. It's just wonderful hearing it from an educated black woman, because she appears to be very passionate, and it's something that we need to hear. Put a 1, guys, if you can hear me clear, if the mic is good, if everything sounds good. Hopefully the system is running good. I did a little updating on the computer, and hopefully everything should be moving smoother now. So everything is good. Okay. How everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. If you're driving on the road, be safe out there. Glad everybody pretty much tuning in. Let's get right to this topic, guys. So we have this educated sister. She shared a lot of info. What we're going to do is I'm going to play the tape. It's about 7 minutes and 28 seconds long. I'm going to play it in its entirety without no interruptions so that you can hear everything she got to say. And then we're going to break it all down. So shout out to everybody coming in the building. Appreciate everybody coming through. Double tap the screen, guys, again, to give it a thumbs up. and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, right? Okay, guys, let's get into the content. Let me rewind back the tape. Again, we're going to play this in its entirety without no interruptions from me. Once we finish, then I'm going to break it down. Right? Fair enough? Okay, let's get into the content, guys. Let's go.
Anybody, especially black people, that are saying Charlie Kirk was racist and was not for black people and did not know black people, I am 100% convinced that you have never sat through a full debate of his or watched any of his debates with a sound understanding. Black people are always so quick to want to be the victim of a situation that they can't thrive. And this is one of the things that Charlie Kirk was exposing to black people. We have such a cap on us because we think we're limited because we're black or because we're women and because we think our ancestors, whatever they went through, is still impacting us today, but we are not there anymore. Charlie Kirk wasn't saying that we didn't need or black problems didn't matter. He was saying, hey, you're not a slave anymore and there are no more laws that are holding you back saying that you can't do what a white person can do. You should get up and go and try these methods and become somebody. One thing we got to understand is life is hard. And we don't need handouts. Handouts is making people weak and sensitive. That's why this man was just killed over mere opinions. Having an opinion. This man never said nothing racist or hated or hateful towards black people. I followed this man very closely and watched many of his debates, and I stand in agreement with a lot of the things that he say. And I really, if I disagree with anything, it was so small I can't even think about nothing I disagree with. And I just hate that we are people who are so quick to be controlled by the word racism that just one little clip misrepresenting what somebody said is all we need to throw somebody under the bus. We got to think about this. Who are the kind of people, and not to, this was a white on white crime. And whenever these type of people get involved, that means there is some power being seeped out somewhere to the masses that the people in control don't want the power to be with. And this is what he was doing. He was showing a lot of people that are blind and programmed by the system to wake up and get out the matrix. And this was the problem. Telling black people you don't need government assistance because you can be somebody is not racist. Telling us that government assistance has hindered us because before we were on government assistance, we were a more successful people is not racist by reading and understanding the facts. Ever since we started getting subsidized by the government, we have been controlled by the government, and not in only what we can do, but how we think. And this is a person who challenges you to think for yourself. The things he said about George Floyd, y'all act like because an officer killed George Floyd, that made him a saint, like he wasn't a criminal, like he wasn't on drugs. That's what caused him to be suffocated and pass out. Y'all like he wasn't resisting, like he was just being a good law-abiding citizen and was just taken out senselessly like we do each other. That wasn't the case. So when they're pointing out this stuff, y'all don't like nobody telling y'all the truth. Black people don't want to hear the truth because we benefit off of not working and being lazy off of government assistance and stuff. One thing Charlie Kirk also said was if the black people want to become better, we're going to have to stop celebrating crime and murder. Our culture is destruction. Our culture is destruction. And it ain't nothing we can do or say to change that. Everything we have from the women in our idolization groups, Beyonce, Summer Walker, SZA, Cardi B, Sexy Red, all of them are horrible examples of how to be as a woman. The same thing with the NBA young boy, Lil Baby, Da Baby, Lil Wayne, Baby, P. Diddy. All of those are examples of how to be a terrible person. And what he is saying is get these examples from in front of you and your kids so that y'all can thrive. Also, let's work on building the family back. One of the things that destroyed the family was removing a father out the home. Put that back together so we can start becoming a good community. But we don't like being told nothing. We don't like being told how to better ourselves because we want to be victims so bad. We want to be at the bottom of somebody's pity party so bad that we'll take anything we can to disregard or dismiss any ethical or sound doctrine to help better ourselves, so that we can steady dwell on a past that no longer affects us and that we can overcome and have the ability to become somebody. My last point is, I always tell my daughter, because I made her read about Madam C.J. Walker, a self-made black woman millionaire during a time way worse than today. So everybody with all these excuses of why you can't be successful because you black or a woman, odds have always been being defeated since the beginning of time. Stop teaching your kids and capping your kids at you black or you a woman so there's stripes against you. Stop teaching that to your kids and let them know you're going to have to work hard for whatever you want. Be resourceful and go for what it is that your goal is. But we keep teaching each other that, oh, it's hard because we black. I've been a victim of that mentality too. And that keeps you in a slave mentality. It keeps you from going to strive. If you are conditioning people and making people believe that I automatically am going to lose or fail, or it's going to be even harder for me just because I'm black, most people not going to even get up and put their best foot forward. So when you tell people, hey, wake up, you don't have to be like this and you can be better, that's making you get uncomfortable because now it's time for you to work and become somebody instead of dwelling in your comfort of nothingness. And everybody is taking this man and all these clips and misrepresenting him, all for the simple fact that people don't want to do better, that people hate knowledge. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 1, 22 through 24, when will you fools stop hating knowledge? Fools hate knowledge. And that's all this man was giving out, is knowledge. And if anybody saw fit that this man should be executed in front of his wife, kids, and thousands of people just because he was giving out knowledge, it's absolutely insane. And if anybody thought this was okay or warranted, it's absolutely insane. And we got to pray about your heart. And I pray over this country in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you begin to touch the hearts of the people here in this world, Lord. Their hearts are growing cold. They're beginning to love murder and death. They're beginning to love to see people suffering, good people suffering. And I'm just asking, Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, that you come down here and you rest your soul on us and you open and soften the hearts of the people of the world who are constantly in rejection to you or the truth of any kind. We speak the truth and declare the truth no matter what in the name of Jesus amongst everybody, no matter how you feel about it, and no matter how your feelings get hurt, because all of this saving people's feelings and stopping people from getting offended is why somebody felt the need to go and assassinate somebody for having an opinion. We got to be careful what we listen to and what we fall for, and stop falling for the propaganda and lies that is being used to control us and tell us how to think instead of thinking for ourselves. Anybody, especially black people, that are saying,
I mean, where do you begin? Powerful lady. That's one educated black woman. Let me make sure I give her just due. I found this particular video on TikTok, and I want to make sure that I give her proper acknowledgement. Give me a minute, guys. Because, you know, when you have people like this that are educated and speak truth, you know, I don't want to just use her clip without giving her proper recognition. So her her TikTok is, let's see what we got. This is her TikTok name. Knowledge Speaks. So it's pretty much at no_ledge_speak on TikTok. So if you want to give her a follow, that's her handle, right? Okay. Right? Make sure we don't break no social media laws. You know what I mean? Anytime somebody put out some good info, you want to make sure that you promote them as well so that other people can check out their content, see what they're about. Wow. So we're going to unpack this particular video now, guys. I played it in its entirety so that you can pretty much hear it without no interruptions from me. Because, you know, a lot of times people complain, oh, play the video. Okay, I played the video. It was about 7 minutes long. And now we're going to break it all down. So without further ado, let's get back into this thing. If you're now joining in the stream, guys, please double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel so that you can get this awesome content, right? Be safe out there, and let's enjoy the show. Let's go.
Especially black people that are saying Charlie Kirk.
Hold on, let me start it back. Okay.
Anybody, especially black people, that are saying Charlie Kirk was racist and was not for black people and did not know black people, I am 100% convinced that you have never sat through a full debate of his or watched any of his debates with a sound understanding.
And that's a fact. Many black people have never sat down and watched any of Charlie Kirk's debates. Now, one thing you must understand about Kirk is that Kirk was not a black man. At the same time, him not being a black man, he was a man of faith, which means he had a belief in Jesus Christ. And he was fearless. He was a guy that spoke out about a lot of issues, and he got tired of black people complaining. I believe there's another YouTuber named Anton Daniels. He's always talking about the victim Olympics. That is a true statement. In the black community, there's this thing of just being a victim, right? Anytime white people say anything, racism. He's a racist. It's like we don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to work. We don't want to provide for ourselves. We don't want to put our hands to the plow. We just want the government to bail us out. And this is something that she was speaking against and speaking towards to make us understand that this is the work that Charlie Kirk was putting out there. He wasn't degrading black people. He wasn't putting black people down. He was trying to get black people to say, okay, boom, let's stop looking for handouts. Let's go out there and work hard. This is what he spoke on in regards to DEI. Somebody in the live chat just quoted a quote of Charlie Kirk that was taken out of context. You're doing the very same thing that the educated black woman pretty much talked about. You didn't watch the full video. You just taken things out of context. Now, we already talked about that particular clip, that quote that you quoted about the black pilot thing. We already went over that already. And it was very clear that Charlie Kirk never implied that like black men being a pilot is a bad thing or some racist stuff, because we looked at everything in its context. And this is what a lot of blacks are doing on social media right now. They're taking clips and they're running with it due to hatred against white people. Charlie Kirk cared about everyone's communities. He cared about the black community. He cared about the state of black America, even though he wasn't a black man. See, God can use anybody to do his will. In the black community, we pride ourselves as being spiritual, connected to God, and we figure, well, we're the only voice, we're the only ones, nobody else can speak for us. No, if God see that black people are not listening, not following him, he'll send a white man to speak to you. He'll send an Asian man to speak to you. He'll send some African guy to speak to you. He's going to send somebody. And Charlie Kirk was one of those guys that was on the front line doing work that a lot of black men are not even doing today. All I see on social media is black men attacking this man now that he's dead, disrespecting his wife, disrespecting his kids. You had some woman, a black woman, who pretty much was speaking extreme hateful things against Charlie Kirk. She worked with children, and they recently fired her from her job. Let me see if I can pull it up, guys, because I'm supposed to do a separate video with it. At the same time, we could just kind of just talk about it a little bit here. I mean, why not, right? So let me see, where is this particular clip? Let me see if I can find this real fast. I know I have it on the desktop somewhere. I think this is it right here. Let me see, because I'm going to do a separate video about it. But yeah. So you have this particular woman here. What is her? Because she deleted all her social medias, guys. She deleted all her social media pages, man. Let me see. What I'll do is I'll just put her photo. I'll put her photo. I don't want to put out her government. This particular image have her government name. I don't really want to do that to her. You know what I mean? Out of respect, I don't want to put out her government name because I don't know who posts that or what were their motives. I wouldn't want people throwing my government name out there, even though it's already out there. I don't really care. But my point is, I don't want to put her government out there. So I'm not going to show the name, right? I'm not going to do that. But when I do my video, I will show you what her social media name was before she removed everything. She deleted everything because she got fired. She pretty much is a black woman and former staff member at a children's health care center in Atlanta, and has officially been terminated after posting insensitive remarks about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. What she said, guys, was absolutely disgusting. She was literally saying F his kids, F his mama, F everything. Like, she was just going off. But let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see. So this is the woman in question. This is a photo that is public information. That is the woman who got fired for speaking some evil things against Charlie Kirk. And she worked with children, guys. And for her to say F his children when she works with children or used to work with children, absolutely disgusting. Absolutely. And she dissed his mother. She said, curse something, F his mother for giving birth to him, something along them lines. And she said this while working with children. She got fired, guys. They fired her. So there's a lot of hateful things that is coming out of the black community in regards to Charlie Kirk. And it's not just black folks that are doing this. White people are doing the same. This particular topic we're speaking on in regards to the black community. And this is what this young lady here is talking about. So I'm trying to bring everything to the forefront so you can understand what's going on. There's a lot of hate in black America right now in regards to Charlie Kirk because he's a white man. Now, I speak a lot on black issues to try to empower black people, but they hate me. They call me a coon, a sellout, a Sambo. Social media, black influencers are always making videos about me, criticizing me, and that's their right. They can criticize me all day. The truth is they just don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to be rebuked. They don't want to be corrected. Charlie Kirk corrected the black community, and he did things that black men are just not doing. In the black community, there are no black leaders. Black men are literally sitting on their ASS while the black woman is working, taking care of the bills, while the black man is sitting on his ASS not doing a damn thing. There are no leaders raising these kids, no fathers in the homes. Charlie Kirk comes from traditional Christian values, and he believes in family. And he understood that in the black family, there's an issue. Fatherless homes. And it's not just that black men are not there. I talked about this in another video, that it takes two to tango. So it's not just a black man issue. You have black women and black men. It takes two to tango. If you're a black woman and you get impregnated by a black man and he ain't ish, that pretty much means you ain't ish either. Why? Because you chose a man to lay up with, you got pregnant, he literally played you because you didn't do your research. So at the end of the day, black men and women have to take accountability for why in the black community we don't have family, we don't have structure, we're not building in economics, we're not growing in society. It's like we're still living in the past and we're still thinking like slaves. And this is something that is literally going on every single day in the black community. And anytime you have black men like myself or a black woman like her who is a voice of reason in this evil world, we get attacked, vilified, harassed, gang stalked. People monitor everything you do to harass you. People will smear your name and try to destroy you because they don't want no accountability. And it's an issue that we just can't deal with anymore, guys. And this is why I'm speaking on these issues. So let me break this thing down. Let me get into this content. Again, guys, as you join into the stream, double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. So let's rewind this thing back, and then I'm gonna break it down some more. Hold on.
Black people that are saying Charlie Kirk was racist and was not for black people and did not know black people. I am 100% convinced that you have never sat through a full debate of his or watched any of his debates with a sound understanding. Black people are always so quick to want to be the victim of a situation that they can't thrive. And this is one of the things that Charlie Kirk was exposing to black people. we have such a cap on us because we think we're limited, because we're black, or because we're women, and because we think our ancestors, whatever they went through, is still impacting us today. But we are not there anymore. Charlie Kirk wasn't saying that we didn't need or black problems didn't matter. He was saying, hey, you're not a slave anymore, and there are no more laws that are holding you back, saying that you can't do what a white person can do.
And that's a fact, guys. In the black community, they are continually thinking like they're being held back, like the white man have them on a plantation still. And it's just unfortunately a fact that when you look at any predominantly black community, what do you see? You see gang violence, you see drugs, incarceration, felonies, criminals, savages, men that just don't want to work. They're not even trying. The women are the ones working. You go into the black community, any predominantly black community, the women are the ones going to work. The women are the ones going to work. Not saying that all black men are the same, right? We're not saying that. You brothers that are out there doing your thing, we're not talking to you. We're talking about the black men that have dropped the ball, the black men that are causing all these problems. They're not working. They're not educated. They don't want to graduate from school. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. They just want to live off their mama. They just want to live off of a black woman, and black women are tired because they're the ones getting up in the morning, driving to work every day, dealing with heavy traffic, crazy supervisors, and then they come home to a man that is unproductive, and all he want to do is lay up in the house and have sex all day. And it's not cool. It's not manly. These are the type of things that Charlie Kirk spoke up against. Not to be racist, but in the black community, anytime you share truth with them, they see everything as racist. And I experience these things all the time when I try to educate my people. It's to the point now where they have shunned me away. They consider me white now because they don't like the way I talk. They don't like the fact that I hold them accountable. They don't like the fact that I wear this hat. They don't like America. They have a victim mentality. So when you speak the truth, they hate you for it. And it's just sick. So if they hate me, of course they're going to hate Charlie Kirk, And we're not in slavery no more. 99.9% of black people in today's day have never been on a plantation. They don't even know what it means to be a slave, but they keep thinking like a slave. Your ancestors are spinning in their graves. Why? Because they're looking at you today and they're saying, my goodness, you're not even on a plantation. You're not on an auction block somewhere. Why are you crying all day playing victim? Why is it that the majority of black people in inner city neighborhoods is on welfare, food stamps, public assistance, Section 8 housing, always getting some sort of vouchers or some sort of handouts from the government somewhere? Why we can't work hard like everybody else? Why the Asian man, the white man, and everybody else can go out there and work hard and achieve greatness, but we're always waiting around talking about the white man holding me down? The white man is not holding you down. The white man is tired of you complaining. He's tired of you complaining. I told you already, white people are not even thinking about you. If you're a black man, black woman, white people are not thinking about you. That's not racist. They're just not thinking about you the way you think they are. They're not. Listen, I live in what you would call a predominantly white community. At the same time, it is coloring up when I tell you a lot of black folk are moving in and some white folk are moving out. It is what it is. But what I can tell you is this. White folk just stay to themselves, mind their business. Every now and then, a neighbor will say, hey, how you doing? Like the lawn. Lawn is greening up, looking really nice. And they just keep it moving. Little conversations here and there. Other than that, they are about their own business. They're not thinking about you. People mind their business. But in the black community, not only are we fighting each other and killing one another, but we think anybody that's white is a racist. Where is this coming from? Like, what is going on? Think about this. We don't support black-owned businesses. We hate each other. We're jealous of one another. We're killing one another. All these gangs in the black community is black on black. What is the point of joining a gang if you're killing each other? Right? You say you got enemies. You say the white man is your enemy, and I am not. Let me make that very clear. I am not saying that if you're in a gang, You're supposed to be going at some other ethnic group. That's not what I'm saying. My point is, what is the issue with joining a gang if you're killing each other? What is the point of that? And it's been going on for decades, you know? So we're killing each other in these inner city neighborhoods, killing each other in the projects. You go to any black community, it is nothing but violence. And you have a lot of decent women that live in these communities. They don't like the community, but they got to live there for now because that's what they got. And they're afraid to come outside. Some of you ladies go to work and you come home and you stay in your house. You don't even go outside. You don't even want to have company over your house. Why? Because you don't want them to see this type of mess. So if you got to meet somebody, you got to travel outside, you know, or you just stay indoors. And it's crazy. It's crazy. You can't even go to a decent house party. You can't have no family gatherings. You can't go to no barbecues. You can't go to no events where there's predominantly black people. Why? There's going to be violence and bloodshed and guns all the time. You understand? Charlie Kirk spoke truth to empower the black community. That's all he did. He wanted to see black men become fathers, respect themselves, be a man, get a job, do something with yourself. But what do? We cry, play victim, and look for somebody to blame. You know? The black community have so many damn problems, bro. It's so bad in the black community right now where a woman won't get married, a man won't get married so that their rent could be low. In other words, she'll have the man living in her apartment. His name is not on the lease because they're not married. And she refused to get married. He refused to get married just so they could continue to get government programs. That's the black community for you. So her rent is low. He's able to stack his money. And it's just a toxic environment because she's on public assistance. Because the minute she got on public assistance and she's married to him, the powers that be is going to be like, hold up. You got a man. He should be working. You don't need no public assistance. Tell that man go work. You see what I mean? When I was on a 9 to 5, when I was in New York, I worked. I got 4 daughters. Wasn't on no public assistance. None of that mess. You understand? And when I look at in today's day, there are so many households where you have women harboring these men in these houses and they're collecting these benefits. They're having these children and they're collecting this. And now you have a generation of welfare. A generation. The mama was on it, the grandma, now her daughter's on it. And everybody living in the projects forever and ever and ever. You understand? And it's disgusting because it's like, what are you doing? Who's going to break this cycle? Who's going to break this cycle? Who's going to get off their ASS and actually work? At, say, what is your name? Say and Rupp, whatever. You said how many sons? How many sons did Kobe Bryant have? I'll wait. Next. Now, let's get back to the content, guys. Let's go.
You should get up and go and try these methods and become somebody. One thing we got to understand is life is hard. And we don't need handouts. Handouts is making people weak and sensitive. That's why this man was just killed over mere opinions. Having an opinion.
That's right.
This man never said nothing racist or hated or hateful towards black people.
He never said anything hateful towards black people, guys. I checked the data. I looked through his content. I was looking for something to find, guys. I was looking for something to find because everybody in the black community on social media is spreading all these lies about Charlie Kirk. And I literally looked at his content, binge watching his debates, looking to see what he got to say. I couldn't find nothing. I'm literally searching for the dirt You know what I'm saying? Not to be messy. I wanted to find out, is this man really what they claim? And I look, I ain't find nothing. He was just speaking truth. Yeah, it's coming from a white man. At the same time, you can't argue against the stats. It's like he's telling you what's going on. And I've always lived in the black community. So I grew up there. I grew up in the slums. I grew up in the projects. You know what I mean? I know what's going on. You see? I know what's going on in the black community. The drugs, the violence, it's sickening. And some of you decent black folk that live in these inner city communities, in the projects, in the ghettos, and you're a decent black family, a decent black woman, a decent black man, you're working towards getting out. I get it. But you don't like being there. You ain't proud to be there because you're looking at your people and it's disgusting because you're like, damn, I'm working. I'm getting my education. I'm bettering myself. Why all these men don't want to work? Why these women keep letting these men impregnate them? Why can't our women keep their legs closed? If black men ain't ish, why can't women, black women, keep their legs closed? Just keep them closed. No vagina for nobody. None. Keep it locked up. Throw away the key. And don't call no locksmith to unlock that damn door. But no, you sleep around with some other ninja, get pregnant again. You already got 2 kids. We see this all the time in the ghetto. You already got 2 kids. And see, here's the problem with our women. They don't like criticism. When you criticize or correct our women, what is the first thing they tell you? You're bashing me. You're bashing black women. You hate black women. I don't hate no black woman. I have a black wife. I have 4 daughters. You understand? My eldest daughter is 17. You understand? I'm 48 years young. So I got nothing but women around me. Do you understand me? So as a man, as a father, I got to make sure that I'm raising my daughters correctly. You know what I mean? So when you factor in all of that, don't tell me no garbage about me hating black women. I'm tired of that garbage. You know what I'm saying? My job is to love my people. And the way you love them is you give them the truth. But they don't want to hear the truth. You speak truth to a black woman, you're bashing me. You speak truth to a black man, oh, you putting down your brothers. Which one is it? So I can't even talk to you. And this is the issue that Charlie Kirk had with the black community. He spoke truth, you hated the man.
I followed this man very closely and watched many of his debates, and I stand in agreement with a lot of the things that he say. And I really, if I disagree with anything, it was so small I can't even think about nothing I disagree with. And I just hate that we are a people who are so quick to be controlled by the word racism that just one little clip misrepresenting what somebody said is all we need to throw somebody under the bus.
And that's the problem with the black community, guys, especially on social media. They have taken all of Charlie Kirk's clips and took them all out of context. All out of context to promote hate. And it's sickening, man. Absolutely sickening that this man did his best to try to liberate black Americans to be productive citizens. What? Liberate? Who do you think you are to say he tried to liberate? That's exactly what he was doing. And he's white. Show me the black men that's doing that. Show me the black men that are on the front line doing what Charlie Kirk was doing. I'll wait. God had to send a white man to do the job that black men are supposed to do. Now, I've always been doing the work, but I didn't have the popularity or the sound stage of Charlie Kirk. And black folk don't want to hear anything from me when I'm trying to teach them. They look at me as a coon. You know what's so crazy, guys? When I lived in New York, I was in the projects. I was in the projects in New York, Brooklyn, New York, to be quite frank. Shout out to Brooklyn. in the projects, and I decided, you know what? I'm moving my family out of New York. I did what I had to do as a man, got my credit right. My credit score is at the top. It can't go no higher. It's literally at the top. I had to get myself together, save money, make the right decisions, and I was able to relocate and put my family in a house in North Carolina. Purchase a new vehicle, did a lot of different moves, guys, power moves, things that they say the black man is supposed to do. When I did all of these things, I was met with hate, jealousy, ridicule, slander, lies, and then people stopped supporting me and started making videos saying we need to make sure he go back to the projects because they felt that me moving to North Carolina made me feel like I'm better than everyone. And I never said that I'm better than anyone. I mean, if you feel that I'm better than you, then I must be. At the same time, I never said that, but this is how it is in the black community. When you do well and you start to excel and do better, everybody that once knew you will hate you. Your family will hate you. Your friends will betray you. Your coworkers will talk about you. That's just the way it is in America. If you're black, go out there and start doing something with yourself. If you're black, go out there and get a house. Go buy a new car. Watch what happens. Your family will turn against you. Your friends will turn against you. Your neighbors will turn against you. Everybody gonna talk about you in a negative way. You know why? Jealousy. And in the black community, there is too much jealousy. Jealousy. Nobody wanna see you shine. Nobody wanna see you grow. Nobody wanna see you make money. Do you know what's the number one thing that I get from black people all the time? They always worrying about how much money I make. I'm wearing this hat. They're like, oh, you sold out. How much they paying you? These are the type of things they talk about. And in my mind, I'm trying to figure out which team you on. Because in America, you got to be on one of the teams that's out here right now. Because everybody got ish to talk about. But the question is, which side you on? Are you a liberal? Are you a conservative? Are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican? Which side you on? Because you're on a side, regardless how you feel. There's no in between. There's no middle ground. All you got to do is look at your core values. What do you believe in? What is your standards of life? What are your morals and values? And find out where you stand. I'm not a ninja. I don't believe in gang banging. I don't believe in out there using our women up. I don't believe in, just going out there impregnating women and leaving them with babies. No, I believe in family, traditional family values. These are the type of things that I agree with, right? So as a human being, you got to look at where you are and find out what you believe in. Don't get mad at me because I decided to be a man and do what a man is supposed to do and take care of his family. That's what we're supposed to do as black men, provide for our families. And guess what? Your woman is not supposed to be working at no damn job. You supposed to be working. Your woman is supposed to be home taking care of them kids. And if she do work, she should be working for you. Meaning, if you got a business as a man, your woman should be working for you. And if your woman is talented and skilled, then you need to be supportive of the business that she put together. Because a lot of women have talents and skills. That doesn't mean you suppress her talents. If your woman got the talent and the skills and you may not have the talent and the skills, then as a man, your job is to get behind what she's doing. It doesn't make you weak as a man. Your woman is a blessing. Why? Because she brings talent and skills to the table. And now you join in what she's doing. And y'all helping one another, and the family is being built and everybody's being sustained. That is how it's supposed to work. That is what Charlie Kirk preached. And when the black community hear this type of stuff, they get mad. You know? Now, if you're a black woman and you got to work right now to provide for yourself, it is what it is. We all got to work. But what I'm saying is, a man is supposed to provide. A man is supposed to provide. He's supposed to go out there and bust his ass to work. The day I had my first daughter, everything changed. The day I had my first daughter, I realized it's not about me no more. I gotta work. I gotta provide. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I started to think of new ways to make money. All was on my mind. I gotta make some money, man. Damn. I gotta make some bread, bro. That's all on my mind. I gotta make some money. I gotta take care of my kids. That's the only thing that's motivating me. My kids, my kids, my kids. So why is it that black men don't want to work? Why is it that they don't want to do better? Why is it that when you go to all these inner city neighborhoods, you see them with a glass of Henny and a blunt? A glass of Henny. They always got some drink in their hand, but they don't got no books in their hand. No books. Hey, yo, bro, you out there job searching? Nah, man, I ain't got no time for that, man. I'm a hustler. Bro, you're going to go to jail doing that stuff, you know? Man, it is what it is. Come on, man. We got to get out of this sick cycle, guys. Like, for real. Let's get back to the tape.
It was so small, I can't even think about nothing I disagree with. And I just hate that we are people who are so quick to be controlled by the word racism that just one little clip misrepresenting what somebody said is all we need to throw somebody under the bus. We got to think about this. Who are the kind of people, and not to, this was a white on white crime. And whenever these type of people get involved, that means there is some power being seeped out somewhere to the masses that the people in control don't want the power to be with. And this is what he was doing. He was showing a lot of people that are blind and programmed by the system to wake up and get out the matrix. And this was the problem. Telling black people you don't need government assistance because you can be somebody is not racist. Telling us that government assistance has hindered us because before we were on government assistance, we were a more successful people is not racist by reading and understanding the facts.
And it's true, guys. Government assistance, no matter how you see it, guys, that have destroyed the black community. Government assistance. Just knowing there's a safety net where all you got to do is go down to the local office and apply, and you're able to get whatever you need. That's a hindrance to generational wealth. It's going to make you lazy. It's going to make you unproductive. You're not going to have no ambitions, no goals. And it's a generational curse. You know what I mean? It really is a problem. And those are the things that Charlie Kirk was speaking on to try to educate black men and women to understand, like, look, you may think this is benefiting you, but it's really not. You might able to get that food stamp and this and that, but it makes you lazy. It makes you depend on the system. And now you become a slave. Now you're a slave because now you got to depend on the system. So now, in order to get that money, you got to go down, you got to get fingerprints, you got to fill out applications, you got to do all of this stuff. You got to always check in with the government so that they can keep tabs on everything you do. And don't win the lotto. Oh, don't win the lottery. See, if you win the lottery and you on that assistance and all that other stuff, oh, they're going to take all your money. That's right. Especially if you've been on it for years and years and years and you win the lotto. Oh, they coming for all that back money. Oh, yeah. See? And it's so bad in today's day that in the black community, they're committing fraud now in order to get government assistance. Fraud. Falsifying information in order to get government programs. And it's a hindrance to our growth. How are you going to grow as a people and you have a welfare mentality? You hate the government, but you love the benefits. These are the problems that I got with the black community, is they are playing victims all the time, not being productive, always talking about Trump ain't ish, always saying Trump is a racist. They don't want to see America great again. They're anti-American, but they love the benefits from the government. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Remember that song? Now, have you ever heard a white man say that song? Have you ever heard a white man make a song telling you the first of the month? Now, I'm not saying that white folk don't ever have public assistance or join in any sort of government programs. That's not what I'm saying. Because you even have those people. And when I say those people, those of you who know who I'm talking about, you know who I mean, those people. Those people also collect that stuff. That's right. And guess what? When they go to those offices, they don't have to wait in line. All they got to do is walk in and they get what they need. Oh, yeah. And there's also certain benefits you get in America if you have, I believe it's 9 children. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but in America, I believe it's 9 children. If you have like, I'm not sure if it's 8 or 9. If you have that amount of children, there is a lot of benefits you get. And you're wondering why a lot of these particular groups have a lot of kids. A lot of kids, bruh. It's really, it's a lot I can go into, but let's get back to the content.
Ever since we started getting subsidized by the government, we have been controlled by the government, and not in only what we can do, but how we think. And this is a person who challenges you to think for yourself. The things he said about George Floyd, y'all act like because an officer killed George Floyd, that made him a saint, like he wasn't a criminal, like he wasn't on drugs. That's what caused him to be suffocated and pass out.
Right. People keep talking about George Floyd to me like he was some sort of hero in the black community. George Floyd was a criminal. He beat women. He was a women abuser, a criminal, right? On drugs, all sorts of problems, in and out of prison, have a lengthy rap sheet. This man was also in corn videos, guys, having sexual relations with underage girls, right? This guy was a real demon, right? And basically, the black community destroyed the city for George Floyd, right? Destroyed the city, guys. Ever since Charlie Kirk died, did you see white Americans burning down the city? I'll wait. Did anyone see white folk burning down the city? No. But what do black folk do? They burn down the city, they destroy property, destroy businesses, and they do this to businesses in their own communities. This is why they put Martin Luther King in position of power to keep black people from being nonviolent, because they knew it is in your nature to be violent. Y'all wondering what was Martin Luther King's job? And I already done shared my thoughts about him. You guys hold him up as a hero. I don't. I'm just being honest. I know the research. I have the knowledge of what his main goal and purpose was. But a lot of people, they don't want to hear that truth, because just like George Floyd, you hold him up as some sort of martyr, some sort of freedom fighter for black people. The man was a criminal. You understand? Nobody killed him. That man was on drugs. You understand? That man was on drugs. But the black community is looking for every reason to hate white people. You understand? See, listen, Martin Luther King made it very clear that he led our people into a burning house. You know why? Because he was bought and paid for, guys. Just like all your pastors today are bought and paid for. Their job is to keep you under subjection, keep you on the plantation, keep your mind from growing and expanding your capacity so you could be independent and grow economically in this world and begin to be productive citizens, decent human beings rather than savages. All of these pastors are all rich. Your Jamal Bryant's, all of these guys are rich. That man just had a damn sermon yesterday begging people for money in the church. I'm going to talk about that later on today. You know what I mean? Talking about we need everybody who have $240 because he's trying to get money to build to design something in the church. Like, are you kidding me? Telling everybody to get their seeds ready to give to him. Giving him your money. Creplo Dollar taking your money. TD Snakes taking your money. You know, when he's supposed to be in prison with Diddy. You see what I'm saying? This doesn't make no sense, guys. Makes absolutely no sense. But this is where the black community is. Think about this, guys. With all of these black churches, why the black community is in shambles. All of these black pastors, why the black community ain't better. Why? If all of these men are preaching Jesus Christ, why the black community is in ruins? There's no love, nothing but violence and death. You know? Why? How come the church haven't liberated the black community yet? How come these pastors are not in the black community in the projects preaching? They're scared to go to these neighborhoods. All black pastors live in predominantly white communities. They don't even live around black people. They live in gated communities, you know, gated communities. And they're hiding from black people. And it's disgusting. Let me shout out these super chats real quick. Shout out to Robert Rivera for the $5 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, thanks, bro, for walking the straight and letting us know we can do it as well. And you could, you know, listen, you could do anything. All you got to do is work hard. All you got to do is grind, work hard, believe in yourself, and don't quit. It's going to be, listen, you're going to have everything in life coming against you, man, trying to stop you from reaching your goals, man. It is going to be a difficult process. You just got to hold the line and don't let up. Work hard. Guys, let me tell you something, man. All the junk that our people been on, our people go through, guys, I've been there, man. I've been there. I've been in this. I've been in that. All of that type of stuff. I remember my struggle days. I remember when I was literally homeless. I remember when I had no job. I remember those days. I talked about these things many times, being transparent with the people. And no matter how transparent I am or was, people aren't even inspired. You know, I remember walking through the street, asking brothers, hey, bro, could you help me get a job? Literally asking random black men. When I was in my 20s, I had no direction. And I would literally walk up to other black men that I see working, had a job, and I would be like, hey, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Could you show me how I can get a job? Like, I'm not looking for no damn handouts. Like, could you show me what I need to do? Give me some direction, some leads. And then they showed me what I needed to do. Took their advice, went and made some moves, and got a particular job. Started elevating in the company, started going up, took more civil service tests and passed all my exams. I had to study. I bought books, I bought videos, I bought tutorials. I had to study for so many exams, guys. I took so many exams and passed all of them exams with 90s and 100s, bro. Because I had to make something of myself. I got tired, bro. I got tired of just not making it, bro. Struggling, bro. I remember there was times, man, it was either the rent or you buy groceries. That's how bad it was, man. The rent or you buy groceries. And this was while living in the projects. Now imagine that. You in the projects, bro. Projects. Couldn't even meet the rent. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about rough times, bro. I remember them days. And when I look at today where I'm at, and I look back then, I know the process. I know what I had to do. And I try to teach black men, okay, this is the journey I've been on. This is what you need to do. Because you have a lot of young men that are in a bad situation. And it could be that they never had that father guidance. They never had no leads, no brothers to guide them. So the only thing they know is the streets, you know? So if just one black man could be saved, educated, that means the world to me. And I'm pretty sure I helped a lot of young brothers on this platform. Charlie Kirk did the same thing, guys. And he's white. He ain't have to drop no knowledge. He could have said to hell with the black community. I ain't even gonna talk about it. Why am I trying to help them? I'm not black. Let me help my community. But that's not how he was. He had Christ in his heart. And he saw all the problems in the world. And he was able to reach people with Jesus Christ by talking about political things, morals, values, economics, various different things that's affecting America, guys. And with that, he was able to slip in Jesus Christ. He was able to fulfill his calling in a way where to others, it just looked like he's just into politics, but It was more than politics. It was more than any of that type of stuff. It's about saving souls, reaching people, bringing people together. You know, just like when I'm doing these videos, I'm bringing people together. Some of you may like what I do. Some of you may hate it. You know, it is what it is, but I'm trying to do my best. Let me see. Shout out to AJ Martinez for the $2 support. Let me see. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. And Caleb, shout out to you for joining the membership. Team Ringo. Shout out to Porter Music with a $4.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says Ringo, you are consistent. I just subscribed. May God prosper your life. Hey, likewise you. I appreciate the kind words, the blessings that you pronounce over me. Same thing for you, fam. I really appreciate you stopping by. I'm very grateful and humble that you choose Ringo TV. You guys are the ones that make the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about me. It's about the people. It's about providing good content, having good conversations, good vibes, reporting on the news stories, and just giving you something that probably let you, gain some sort of knowledge or help you through your days. Maybe you at work. Maybe you're a truck driver and you're on the road right now. It's a lengthy ride, and you're falling asleep. You're getting tired, and this show might be able to get you through till you get to that rest stop. So I appreciate everybody stopping by. Be sure to double tap the screen, guys, to give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. It's crazy because I wasn't really going to come on, but I said, let me go live. I want to talk about this story while I'm motivated. And it's so funny. I was like a little tired earlier, but it's like once I get into my zone, it's like this is where I'm supposed to be, So let's see what we got. Let's get back to the content. Let me rewind it back a little bit. Let's go.
How we think. And this is a person who challenges you to think for yourself. The things he said about George Floyd, y'all act like because an officer killed George Floyd, that made him a saint, like he wasn't a criminal, like he wasn't on drugs. That's what caused him to be suffocated and pass out.
Any support is a blessing at whatchamacallit, AJ Martinez. Any support is a blessing. Any support.
Yeah, like he wasn't resisting. Like he was just being a good law-abiding citizen and was just taken out senselessly like we do each other. That wasn't the case. So when
pay attention to what she said about how like we do each other. Pay attention to that part. Because in the black community, black folk kill each other every single day. Black on black crime happens every single day. And the black pastors are never in the community to talk about it. Never. The only pastors that be in the black community when there's a lot of gang violence are the local pastors that are not even well known. These are the local pastors that have no funding, no nothing. And you might have some activists that might be in the black community and they may take it to the streets. See, I got to make sure I give proper credit because there are some pastors and some community activists that are in the black community who come out and they have their bullhorns and they're like, look, man, y'all got to put down these guns, man. And these are men and women that grew up in the community. So they're the only ones doing the work. The millionaire pastors, you would never see them in the projects. Never. Because they're afraid of black people. They're always afraid, but they want your money.
They're pointing out this stuff. Y'all don't like nobody telling y'all the truth.
Right.
Black people don't want to hear the truth because we benefit off of not working and being lazy.
And that's the truth. We benefit from being lazy and not working. That's why they don't want to hear the truth.
Off of government assistance and stuff. One thing Charlie Kirk also said was if the black people want to become better, we're going to have to stop celebrating crime and murder.
And that's the problem in the black community, man. We be celebrating the criminals. Taekwon, he's coming out of prison. He's getting celebrated. Yo, my man coming home. Yo, y'all rolling out red carpets for him. Got him a fit, new pair of shoes. He's being celebrated like he just came home from college. Like he just graduated. Or going off to college. Black men are celebrated going into prison or coming out of prison. That's sick and toxic. That doesn't make no sense.
Our culture is destruction.
Wow. She said our culture is destruction. And see, a lot of black folk gonna be mad with her because she's speaking the truth.
The case. So when they're pointing out this stuff, y'all don't like nobody telling y'all the truth. Black people don't want to hear the truth because we benefit off of not working and being lazy off of government assistance.
Hold on, it's out of sync. Give me a minute.
Off of government assistance and stuff. One thing we're gonna have to stop seeing off of government assistance.
Why
and
is it
stuff.
out of sync?
Black people don't want to hear the truth because we benefit off of not working and being lazy off of government assistance and stuff. One thing Charlie Kirk also said was if the black people want to become better, we're going to have to stop celebrating crime and murder. Our culture is destruction. Our culture is destruction. And it ain't nothing we can do or say to change that. Everything we have from the women in our idolization groups, Beyonce, Summer Walker, SZA, Cardi B, Sexy Red, all of them are horrible examples of how to be as a woman. The same thing with the NBA young boy, Lil Baby, Duh Baby, Lil Wayne, Baby, P. Diddy. All of those are examples of how to be a terrible person.
Right.
And what he is saying is get these examples from in front of you and your kids so that y'all can thrive.
And in the black community, all the young men listen to is trap music and drill music. And you're wondering why there's so much. You're wondering why there's so much violence in the black community. They listen to trap music and drill music all day. That's their. Those are their teachers. You understand? And it's just toxic poison in the youth. They walking around like ninjas. You see this in the black community. Young black men dressed all in black with masks on their face, covering their mouth, covering their whole head, looking crazy. Who's going to hire you for a job looking like an animal, looking like a ninja? That's where we get the term ninjas from. It's not just a nice way of saying the N-word. It's they dress like ninjas and walk around and they all look the same. You know why? Because they're committing crimes dressed like that. And it's like a style to dress like a ninja and wondering why they're targeted. Listen, man, it just makes you have to shake your head seeing this type of stuff, man. It's like today's youth is gone, man. They're gone. And in some cases, it feels like they can't be saved. It feels like no matter what we say, it's not reaching them. It's like they have to go to prison. They got to get shot. They got to go through these hard times in order for them to learn. Because teaching them truth and speaking, they don't want to hear that. They really don't.
Also, let's work on building the family back. One of the things that destroyed the family was removing the father out the home.
And the only way the father was removed out of the home is because they told the black woman in order for her to get them food stamps, in order for her to get that rent paid, right? She can't be married. She got to put that Negro out the house, you know? So it's not like the black woman said, okay, let me put this black man out the house. No, she just refused to get married. Black man come, propose, hey, babe, I was thinking about, you know what I'm saying, us getting married. Nah, I don't want to mess up my apartment. You know what I mean? What do you mean? Nah, if I do that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to raise the rent. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to look at you. I'm not going to be able to have my public assistance. You know, you're messing up what I got going. And what that does, it keeps us in bondage. It makes the man lazy because he figure, hey, my woman is getting free money from the government. You know, housing is good. You know what I'm saying? Section 8. Oh, man, this is really good. So it makes the black man lazy. So he's not really working hard towards anything. And then the woman becomes dependent upon the government. So she's no longer dependent upon the man. You get what I'm saying? So now she's always looking at things like, well, if he leave me, I could always get on public assistance. I can always get that government assistance. I don't need the man. So now the state becomes the husband of the black woman. Not all black women. You know, I'm talking about the black women that refuse to do the right thing and they don't want to work and they want to just live off the system. You know what I mean? I'm talking about those folks. Just like when we talk about black men that are pretty much dusting it up and dusty as ever and not working. We're not talking about black men that actually work and do what they got to do. Working black men, we're not talking to you because you're already on point. You're doing your job. You know, you staying out of the way. You stay out of trouble. You're not in and out of prison. You know, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the savages, the delinquents, the trouble people in the black community that makes all of us look like we're all troubled. You know, let's get back at the content.
Put that back together so we can start becoming a good community. But we don't like being told nothing. We don't like being told how to better ourselves because we want to be victims so bad.
And that's the problem. Everybody's in the victim Olympics, as Anton would say, playing the victim all day, always crying. Shout out to Quincy for the $1.99. Says, we need more black people talking about this. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Again, guys, be so kind to double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the best reactionary channel on YouTube, Ringo TV Reactions. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We provide the best commentary on YouTube and the best breakdowns of videos to bring knowledge and understanding to the community. Because that's what this is all about. It's about community. It's about sharing our thoughts and views. There's a lot of problems in the world. Later on today, I got a lot of work to do. I got to cover the Charlie Kirk memorial service. I got to cover that. We got to look at what's going on with that. There's a lot to unpack. It was like a 9-hour thing. I'm not going to be there for 9 hours. I'm going to pretty much break it down in segments and pretty much talk about all the different things to kind of find out what's going on and how it can improve us as a people. So let's get back to the content, break this thing down. Again, guys, this particular woman, in case you're joining in the show, you're probably wondering who she is, where she's at. Her so-called handle, where is it, guys? Not her. That woman right there at the bottom got fired for speaking some evil things against Charlie Kirk. But the educated black woman in the video with the pink shirt, her TikTok handle is right there. That's her TikTok handle, in case you want to give her a follow, right? Because after all, we're reacting to her video. And the last thing I want to do is not give her proper credit. You know what I mean? I'm not selfish. I believe that everybody have to benefit from whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm, using content and so on and so forth, I want people to know who she is so that she get her flowers, right? Because what she said is very, very educational. It's good for the community. And it doesn't matter if you're just a black person, even if you're white, Asian, what she's saying can benefit everybody. It can help everyone to understand Charlie Kirk better, because this is coming from a black woman that did her own independent research about Charlie Kirk, and she found that the man was not what black folk think he was. He was not a white supremacist. He was not a racist. He was none of those things. He was hardworking, fearless, and in his passing, it is absolutely wild how much I was able to learn about this man in his passing. Like, it is wild, guys. Even the day when Kobe tragically died, him and his daughter, I was literally binge watching highlights of Kobe Bryant clips. And I watched probably like 50 to 60 videos back to back to back. And then I get a notification on my phone that said he's dead. And I'm like, nah, that's clickbait. Somebody's talking garbage. I don't know who's doing this evil. And I Googled it right away real quick, and it was everywhere. I was like, that's crazy. I'm binge watching this man videos. And then he passed away. That's wild, man. So it's like, you never know when your time is coming. So it's just, and he died with his daughter. And he was always with her. They were inseparable. So it's like, it's almost like she had to go with him. One of them type of situations. Like, how many of you have a child that is always up under you? Every time you go out, that child always want to be with you. They cry when you're going outside. They want to come with you everywhere. Believe it or not, and I'm not wishing bad, but a lot of times, if you were to check out your child or whatever going with you, I've seen a lot of stories like that where parents literally check out at the same time with their child because the child was always with them. The child would not be able to make it in this world without you. You know, it's just like if you have twins, sometimes you might have a twin that is not as developed mentally as their sibling. And what happens is, and I've seen this also, where you have a twin that is not mentally as mature as the other twin, and the mature twin takes care of the twin that is not mentally mature like them. You know, I don't want to use any sort of words that is derogatory or insulting or offensive. So I'm trying to just use those words because I know there's people out there that got those kind of situations. And I actually have a relative that have twins, and he's literally had the situation that I'm talking about. And one of the children takes care of the other one, and they're always with each other. You know what I'm saying? Throughout life, they're going to need each other forever. And that's the reason why they were born together. So God knew what he was doing when he had them. It's not that one is less important. No, they were put here for a reason, you know? So let's get back to the content, guys. Again, double tap the screen to give the video a like. Let's go.
Of how to be a terrible person. Really bad. One P. Diddy, all of those are examples of how to be a terrible person. And that young boy, Lil Baby, Duh Baby,
I don't know why this
Lil
thing
Wayne,
is doing this.
Baby, P can thrive. Also,
I'm trying to get it in sync. I don't know why it's doing this.
SZA, Cardi B, SZA,
Let me do this. I know what to do.
Sexy Red, all of them are horrible examples.
Hold on.
Anybody. The same thing with the SZA, Cardi, we can do or say to change that. We do each other. That wasn't the case. Person. And what he is saying is
I don't know why
always
this thing
tell
is
my
out of
daughter,
sync. This is
because I
crazy.
made her read about Madam community, but we don't like being told nothing. We don't like being told how to better ourselves because we want to be victims so bad. We want to be at the bottom of somebody's pity party so bad that we'll take anything we can to disregard or dismiss any ethical or sound doctrine to help better ourselves, so that we can steady dwell on a past that no longer affects us and that we can overcome and have the ability to become somebody. My last point is, I always tell my daughter, because I made her read about Madam C.J. Walker, a self-made black woman millionaire during a time way worse than today. So everybody with all these excuses of why you can't be successful because you black or a woman, odds have always been being defeated since the beginning of time. Stop teaching your kids and capping your kids at you black or you a woman so there's stripes against you. Stop teaching that to your kids and let them know you're going to have to work hard for whatever you want. Be resourceful and go for what it is that your goal is. But we keep teaching each other that, oh, it's hard because we black. I've been a victim of that mentality too. And that keeps you in a slave mentality. It keeps you from going to strive. If you are conditioning people and making people believe that I automatically am going to lose or fail, or it's going to be even harder for me just because I'm black, most people not going to even get up and put their best foot forward.
And that's exactly what a lot of churches do. That's what a lot of influencers do on social media. They make black people believe that they are inferior and incapable of being successful. They constantly make us feel like we can't grow, we can't make it. You won't be successful because you're black. In other words, white people got it good. They got it easy. It's going to be difficult for us. We're going to struggle. All of these things is designed to discourage you and literally make you not produce anything. And it cripples you. And this is how churches make money, because they tell you things to discourage you from being independent, and then you end up dependent on the church, and the pastor just get rich off you. You know, as a black man, you could do anything. You can be anything you want to be, but you got to work. It's not going to be a piece of cake. You got to work hard. You understand? And that's what we got to do. You got to work. You can't be lazy and expect success. Success don't come to lazy people. The harder you work towards the goal, once you get there, it's going to start to get easier. It's going to start to get easier, and you'll be able to not work as hard as you once was. But to break through, it's going to cost you something, man. Everybody that became successful had to work hard. All of you that were able to have a certain level of success in life, and you taste and you've seen what success feels like. It's a beautiful thing. At the same time, you had to work for it. It didn't come easy. You worked hard. And see, as a man, when you go out there in the world and you work and you build yourself up, it helps your self-esteem. It gives you a lot of confidence as a man when you are able to meet those goals. You know what I mean? When you're able to reach certain milestones, it makes you feel proud of yourself. And a lot of us as black men, we never had nobody to say, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, you're doing a great job, bro. We never had stuff like that. Most of us never had a hug from our father. So it's like you have this like you're defeated all the time mindset. Like nobody cares. Who cares if nobody cares? You got to care about you enough to go out there and do something. You know, when I was in New York, I seen homeless people that worked. And I used to be like, wow, he's homeless, but he worked. He would come by the drop site where they put the trash, and he would grab all the scrap metal and he would load it up on his shopping cart, and he would take it down to the scrap yard and, you know, get a few dollars for that. And he did this every single morning. He worked. He survived winters on the streets. And I'm like, damn, this man is homeless and he's grinding. Why are these young men not working? I got tired of seeing black men by the projects every day, bro. Just sitting outside smoking weed and drinking Henny all day, thinking they cool. Every single day, nobody want to work. All these men pushing 20 to 25 years old, and they living at home with their mommy. Living at home with mama. That don't make no sense. I was literally kicked out the house when I was like, what, 17? They kicked me out the house. They literally kicked me out the house and I was done. You know, I mean, look at the people in the live chat with the insults. That's ninjas for you guys. Those are the problem people that are in the black community. You see somebody in the live chat says Uncle Ruckers. These are the type of insults that they like to put out there. You can call me whatever you want. You are not on the level I'm at. You are not there. You are struggling. You're just pitiful. A sorry ninja who's miserable, no life, no success, no happiness, no family. I'm a family man. I got something you will never have. I got 4 beautiful kids. I have a wife. I have success. I have God. I have peace. You will never have that. Never. You will always be miserable. Always. And you will die alone because you're a sorry individual. And it's that kind of negative spirit that you have that is keeping you in that dark box that you're in. You see, people like me, we're always thriving. We're always growing. Because you know why? Because I'm a peaceful man. I don't walk around insulting people. I don't do all that goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're the type of person that hates seeing other people successful. You have to understand, successful people do not care about your insults. Your insults is only you projecting how you feel about yourself. You're not happy with yourself. When you get up in the morning, you're miserable every day and you're pitiful and you feel bad because you're looking at your life and you're like, damn, I'm a nobody. I'm a bum. But yet I'm watching Ringo TV. Think about this, sir. You're watching me at the AM in the morning. You're looking at me. I'm not looking at you. You see the difference? You're watching me. So you took the time out of your day to waste your time to come here, not because you want to hear the show and be educated or have some sort of commentary, but you came here to name call. which is so elementary. It's so immature. That's not becoming of a man. Men don't do that. You're not even making money doing that. See, while I'm online and I'm doing what I'm doing, this is my job. So when you're sitting there and you're insulting me, you're not getting paid for that. That's wasted energy. You should be getting paid for that. Now, if you were getting paid to insult me, then I could see why you would do it. But if you're not making no money and you're not monetizing your hate, you wasting your time. That's wasted energy. You could put that into reading a book so you can get a job. And most likely you don't even have a job. You most likely live at home with your parents and don't got nothing to do. And it's just sad, fam. Absolutely sad, guys. I wonder when you folks that hate me see me go live, why do y'all watch me? Why do you watch me and you hate me? You're weird. Like, I don't watch people I don't like. Like, I don't watch them unless it's like content worthy and I could use it for content. But I don't watch people I don't like. Like, at this time of the morning, you know, I don't know where you are because maybe you're in a part of the world where it's, you know, daytime already. But I would not be watching people just to speak negative of them. That's goofy. It's dumb. But you got weirdos that do that type of stuff.
So when you tell people, hey, wake up, you don't have to be like this and you can be better, that's making you get uncomfortable because now it's time for you to work and become somebody instead of dwelling in your comfort of nothingness. And everybody is taking this man and all these clips and misrepresenting him, all for the simple fact that people don't want to do better, that people hate knowledge. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 1, 22 through 24, when will you fools stop hating knowledge?
When will you fools that keep coming into my live chat talking ish, when will you fools recognize that you need to stop hating knowledge? You know, you got some clown in the live chat talking about he prefers an echo chamber. There's no echo chamber here. You guys are wasting your time. See, the Bible speaks on debating, and it talks about debating a fool. What does it profit me to waste my time debating an uneducated fool with no job, no family, no wife, no responsibility? Most of you men that got issues with me are not men. You can't even stand next to me to have a conversation. I wouldn't even waste my time with you because you're not even a man. Like, you're not even providing for kids. Like, you're not even doing anything. You literally are living off of somebody else's coin. Somebody else is maintaining you. Because real men, we don't do those things. Like, real men that are productive citizens, taxpayers, they don't do what you immature males do all day. You're not making no money. You're broke. And you sit online all day trolling and just posting dumb stuff. There is no woman in your life. Most guys like you that do that type of goofy stuff have no women, no responsibilities. Because a man that's a responsible man is always focusing on his family and being productive. We don't got time to be goofy all day. It's just dumb, wasted energy. And this is why Charlie Kirk literally called out men on their laziness, being unproductive, and he would always set you in order to encourage you to do better as a man. But unfortunately, a lot of people that show up at the show to troll all day, they're not mature men. They're kids.
Fools hate knowledge.
Right.
And that's all this man was giving out is knowledge. And if anybody saw fit that this man should be executed in front of his wife, kids, and thousands of people just because he was giving out knowledge, it's absolutely insane. And if anybody thought this was okay or warranted, it's absolutely insane. And we got to pray about your heart. And I pray over this country in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you begin to touch the hearts of the people here.
It's crazy when people come to my live chat, right? And they say stupid, goofy stuff like this person right here. Somebody said, you hate yourself and your people. We don't. You're telling me that I hate myself? I'm blessed. You're cursed. Did you get that? I'm blessed. You're cursed. And you're not my people. My people are not savages. My people are the people that rock with the Most High. The people who have Jesus Christ in their heart, people that have the Holy Spirit, people that have love, people that have compassion towards others and empathy for others, civilized human beings, those are my people. Those are my people, right? Ninjas are not my people. I don't rock with ninjas, right? I don't. If you're a ninja, I don't rock with you, right? To me, you're the devil. You're of your father, the devil. You're the demons and the devils that the Bible speaks of. The Bible says iron sharpen iron. So when truth is given and you reject truth, it's because you're a fool, you know? And it's just sad. Let me see what else we got. Somebody said, blah, blah. You have a red hat on. So now you hate your people. You know, you're not my people. How much times I got to tell you that? You're a ninja. I don't like ninjas. You're not my people. You're of the devil. Can't you see that? Civilized black people are my people, not you. You're the kind of people I don't like because you're a savage, an animal, a person who hates knowledge, a fool. That's what you are, right? I don't represent you. So I don't really care how you feel. You could call me names. You could call me this. You could call me that. I'm blessed. I got things going on in my life that you would only dream of having. And guess what? You will never have those things. Never. You know why? Because you don't work and you're jealous and you envy people like myself that are hardworking men that went out here to win and put in the work. That's why I never knock anybody that's successful. There's a lot of people that's on social media. There's a lot of content creators that are successful. They're doing pretty well. I cannot hate on their success. You know why? They're grinding, they're working, and they're doing this thing every single day. And maybe their grind is way more advanced than mine. Because, you know, I'm a family man. I got other responsibilities. I got things that I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have some men where they may not have kids. They may not have this, and they could dedicate hours upon hours into doing content where they're able to be way more successful. You know, everybody have their time. That's the thing about success, guys. Success is not something that just comes overnight. You have your turn, you know? Your turn comes around. Right now, it may not be your time, but you're supposed to be productive doing something, and eventually your time will come. But you gotta be grinding. You got to stay on code and doing what you need to do. And eventually your day will come when success is gonna knock at your door. But don't let haters distract you from your call. See, I have a lot of people that support my work. I have a lot of people that support the platform. And I'm grateful to those people that rock with me because it encourages me to keep moving forward. I came a long way. People don't know my story. People don't know the struggles I've been through. They talk about me all day in a negative way online. These people don't know the half of where I've been and what I went through to be where I'm at. You know, I'm in a beautiful environment. You know what I mean? I walk out the house, I smell fresh air. My lawn is green. My cars are on my driveway. I feel good about these things. You know why? Because I worked for that. I was in the projects, the slums, where my view was looking out the window, seeing trash, seeing the drop site where they put the trash. That was my view. You understand? The elevators was pissy. That's what I had to endure. And I had to work to better my family to get them out of that. And I have a lot of black people that want me to go back to the projects. They would love to see me back there, or they want to see me dead. You know? They don't want to see success. They hate you when you're black and you're doing productive things. And it's just sick. And y'all should know what I'm talking about. If you're black, you know. And you know what's so crazy? Even in the white community, they deal with these things. Y'all be thinking that everybody that's white is just happy for their white counterparts. No. They deal with the same issues. You'll be a white guy, you're doing what you got to do, you got white family members that are jealous of you and hating you. They just don't tell you all their business. But they go through the same things, guys. The same thing. Family that disown you. They don't want to give you no money. They don't want to support the business, nothing. And they're white. And they go through this. But if you're black, trust me, you already been there. Where you're on your way to your success. You got there and all of a sudden your family betray you. Your friends betray you. Co-workers betray you. People lying on you. Jealousy. And you're like, damn. We used to be cool. Now you're not cool with me no more? Yeah, once they find out that you're successful or making moves, they're going to get mad at you now. Nobody likes seeing people successful. Nobody likes seeing people doing good, driving good, living good. People don't like seeing you prosper, especially if they're black. I'm just being honest. Guys, I get attacked every day on social media. Every single day. You understand? Let me see. Did I shout out this super chat? I don't think I seen this. Shout out to Exandra in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. And V-Dub Man, I think I seen you block somebody. So shout out to V-Dub Man in the building. Shout out to E-Lem for the $19.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Let's see what we got. You says, anything you say out of your mouth for Jesus or God, you will be hated. Upside down is right side up for them. How much is what you have on? Get a sword I served for them, but they don't know the world. Projects to step over. Appreciate you sponsoring the show, and you're right. I think the Bible also says, I think it goes something along the lines of, I guess whatever is spoken good of is going to be evil. I guess like similar to what you said, upside down is right side up. And there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about that. That good is going to be evil spoken of and evil is going to be spoken of as good. And that's where we are in the world right now. Evil is good. Good is evil. So if you're doing good deeds, people look at you as weird. Like I watched this comedian on YouTube. I believe his name is Damon. I believe it's Damon Darling is his name, right? He goes around doing jokes in stores and always doing weird stuff in stores, making people laugh. And he's a comedian. It's weird because it's like people, when they come around him, it's like I'm trying to remember the damn point that I was about to make, guys. Like literally it just slipped my mind. What the heck was I talking about, guys? Okay, he's a comedian. It's like I had the point. You ever had a point that you wanted to make and it was right there, and then you started talking and you forget about what you was going to say? Hopefully it comes back, guys. Let me read your comment again. Maybe it had something to do with your comment. Anything you say out of your mouth for Jesus or God will be hated. That is a fact. That's true. Upside down is right side up for them. Right. In the world we live in, good is evil spoken of, and evil is now considered good. And then I brought up that I watched Damon Darling, a comedian on YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out why I brought him up, because I was trying to make a point. He goes around making people laugh, and he pays for people's groceries and stuff like that. And I've totally forgot what I was going to say, guys. My bad. But maybe it'll come back to me. Let's just get back to the show, guys. I totally forgot what I was going to say. That's crazy. Unless somebody probably remind me what I was talking about. maybe sometimes y'all can help by letting me know like what I was talking about before I, lost my train of thought, and it'll come back.
As a people, just because he was giving out knowledge. It's absolutely insane. And if anybody thought this was okay or warranted, it's absolutely insane. And we got to pray about your heart. And I pray over this country in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you begin to touch the hearts of the people here in this world, Lord. Their hearts are growing cold. They're beginning to love murder and death. They're beginning to love to see people suffering, good people suffering. And I'm just asking, Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, that you come down here and you rest your soul on us, and you open and soften the hearts of the people of the world who are constantly in rejection to you or the truth of any kind. We speak the truth and declare the truth no matter what in the name of Jesus amongst everybody, no matter how you feel about it, or no matter how your feelings get hurt, because all of this saving people's feelings and stopping people from getting offended is why somebody felt the need to go and assassinate somebody for having an opinion. We got to be careful what we listen to and what we fall for.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Anybody, Father, in the name of Jesus, that you come down here and you rest your soul on us, and you open and soften the hearts of the people of the world who are constantly in rejection to you or the truth of any kind. We speak the truth and declare the truth no matter what in the name of Jesus amongst everybody, no matter how you feel about it, or no matter how your feelings get hurt, because all of this saving people's feelings and stopping people from getting offended is why somebody felt the need to go and assassinate somebody for having an opinion. We got to be careful what we listen to and what we fall for, and stop falling for the propaganda and lies that is being used to control us and tell us how to think instead of thinking for ourselves. Anybody, especially black people.
I totally forgot what I was trying to bring up with Damon Darling, because he, like I said, he's a comedian, and I totally forgot. If I watched the replay, I would know what I said. I can easily just look at my cell phone and listen to it, but I don't want to go do all of that right now. Maybe it's not meant for me to do that. But if I can speak on that particular comedian, he goes in stores and he cracks jokes, and he would always. It's like the train of thought almost came back, guys. Like literally, it's like trying to come back. He'd go into stores and he tried to do good deeds for people. And okay, I got it. This is what I was going to say. We were talking about good is looked upon as evil, and evil is looked upon as good. Okay. The thoughts is back. What I was going to say is that if any of you, do we have any Damon Darling fans who watch his YouTube platform? Do anybody watch his platform, know of him, seen his videos? Do we have anybody? Put a 1 if you've seen any of his videos. Right? Yeah, he's always saying, got a dollar? Got a dollar? I thought you were poor. You know what I'm saying? He's always doing that type of stuff. Or, telling people to do some weird stuff to get money. Okay, so this is what I was trying to give you guys. When he's trying to do good deeds for people, they would look at him like he's weird. Because doing good make people uncomfortable. He would be trying to pay for people groceries, and it could probably be some white guy, and the white guy looked like the old grumpy type, like he just don't want to talk to nobody. And Damon would be there. He'd be like, brother, I'm a brother, right? And he would be trying to make friends and be like, let's normalize doing good deeds. And he'd be like, I know it's weird that a brother is buying your groceries, but, accept the offer. And they'd be like, nah, you don't got to do it. And he's like, Why do people feel that way when you're being blessed? Like somebody's trying to bless you, but it looks weird because we live in an evil world. The world is so evil. That is why people reject when you're being kind to them. We live in a world right now when you're trying to be kind, people feel uncomfortable. How many of you tried to be kind to someone and they literally are like afraid, like, and you're like, I'm trying to be kind to you. They look at you like something weird. That's what I mean. Good is looked upon as evil, and evil is looked upon as good. And that's why Damon Darling said, we got to normalize doing good deeds for one another, you know, because he said he's rich. He got an oil rig. I don't know if it's serious. I don't know if that's part of the comedy routine, but maybe he is rich. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he do have an oil rig or something like that was passed down from his Mimo or somebody, you know, that as he would normally say, you know, but that's the point that I was trying to make, guys. So we pretty much got it. So and final closing with this particular video. I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, what I think about this. And again, guys, that's the woman's handle. Let me take it off the screen. At the top of the screen, I forgot to take it off. Right, it was blocking my promo stuff at the top, guys. I don't know the world I'm doing. I had her name up there promoting the whole time. You know, it was messing up my branding. You know, I gotta, you know, it says Ringo TV. I gotta make sure that that's there. But yeah. My final thoughts on this situation is she spoke a good word. She talked about things that Kurt did in terms of trying to help black men, help the black community to be better. That we shouldn't be dependent on public assistance or any of these programs or any of that type of stuff. You know, we should be trying to be better men, better women, living our life in peace, you know, not committing crimes and stuff like that. And these are the things that Charlie stood for, but people been smearing his name, lying, manipulating people. And all he did is try to help people. And now that he passed, it's like he really end up becoming a martyr, guys. Like Charlie Kirk really end up becoming a martyr. Like that's crazy, because he was literally assassinated and publicly sacrificed. And his death, even though tragic, now listen to me, guys. Listen to what I'm saying here. Charlie was supposed to die like that. Charlie was supposed to die like that. That was how his message was to get in the world. As tragic, as shocking, as evil as it looked, that is how Charlie Kirk was supposed to die. His death literally shocked the world and also simultaneously brought people together in a way that it's wild what it did. And there's a lot going on that I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of evil going on, guys, both good and evil. There is a lot of good that's happening in the world, and then there's a lot of evil that's happening in the world. Through his death, evildoers are trying to use Charlie's death for personal gain and profit. And then you have good people who are using his name to profit and to push their agendas in a positive way, right? So in closing, I feel that Black Americans need to stop this hate against Charlie Kirk, because you guys are on the wrong side of history. Charlie, although a white man, I understand that He's not like us in terms of a black man, a black woman. You know, he's from a different ethnic group. At the same time, if you take the time to listen to his debates, especially the things that he talked about in regards to DEI, in regards to the black community, various other issues that black people face, he was not putting black people down. And at no time did Charlie say that black women don't have the mental capacity to do anything, like they're dumb or something. He never said that, guys. He was talking about 4 other women, in which, if you watch the full video, he was talking about 4 women. He never mentioned black women, but people took the clip and ran with it and said that he's attacking and disrespecting black women as a whole. He was not doing that. You got to go to the videos and listen to the context, guys. That's the only way. But see, again, even though I'm telling you to go watch the full videos to get the context, you still won't watch the full videos because you have a short attention span. So you rather look at the clip and run with a lie. Guys, I've been smeared and still being smeared on social media today. You got people going around calling me pedophiles. You got people going around saying weirdo stuff about me. They don't even know me from nowhere. They take little small clips and they run with it. Twisting narratives. Similar to Charlie Kirk talking about DEI and the black pilot thing. People thought that was racist. He was not being racist. He was making an example talking about particular things. What people tend to do a lot is they take small little clips, they twist narratives, distort information, and they create lies to smear your name so that people could pull all their support and look at you as a weirdo or look at you like you're crazy. I experience this all the time, guys. There's a lot of YouTubers that make videos about me every single day because they're jealous of me, guys. I mean, my platform literally grew really quick, guys. Like literally this month alone, guys, I literally gained over 20,000 subscribers in 1 month. That never happened. In 1 month, I literally gained 20,000 subscribers. So a lot of YouTubers, you know, not really the successful ones, the ones that, you know, are doing their thing. They understand how YouTube works. It's just your time. Things happen as your time. Things start to elevate for you. And I get it. At the same time, you have other YouTubers that are jealous. I'm humble because I know it's not about me. It's God's will and it's the will of the people, meaning the people that subscribe to the channel, the people that come to the shows, they like my commentary, whether they agree or disagree. You have some people that they support what I'm talking about. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that people even choose to listen to me, you know, because I'm very passionate. This is what I love to do. I try to give people good conversations, you know what I mean? Keep you active and, you know, let your day go by. Perhaps you're in the office and you want just something to listen to while you're on the computer doing some work. Maybe my voice makes you get through the day. Maybe while you're driving, it just sounds like a radio. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I got a radio voice. And it is what it is. But all in all, I feel that the black community got to really get to know what Charlie Kirk was about. And, you know, do what is necessary to improve yourself as a man or woman. Like, stop the hate. Like, stop all of the hate. It's too much hate in the world. It's too much hate in the world right now, guys. Too much evil. People are losing their jobs over this Charlie Kirk thing. Literally, because people are now using their jobs and their company to spread hate, and companies are not tolerating that. So, and it's happening with a lot of black folk. Yes, there's white people that didn't like Charlie. Make no doubt about it. It's not just black people that's attacking Charlie. You have a lot of white people that never liked him. For whatever reason, it's not because Charlie was a bad guy. They just didn't like the fact that he spoke the truth. That's what they didn't like, guys. He spoke the truth. You know? Let me see. Again, guys, if you're going to quote anything that Charlie Kirk said, I'm not going to pay no mind. You know why? Because I know that you're not watching. You're not trying to hear. You're just looking for some clip. He said this and that. Well, where's the context? Where's the context in what he said? What's really going on? See, nobody's doing the research, and that's the problem. You know, you got to do the research, guys. Got to do the research. It is what it is. So, guys, we're gonna pretty much wrap up the show. What I like to do, guys, especially when I do these shows, when it comes towards the end, I want to play some of my music when it comes towards the ending of the stream, because after all, I am a professional music producer, and I like when people discover. Discovery is always good. A lot of you discovered my channel just from me doing these shows, you know, so it's always good for me to promote my music at the same time, because my music has a message in it. And I believe that it's a message of battling all sorts of spirits and energy in order to reach your success. And that's something that Kurt had to deal with. He had to battle not just black people that call him racist and all these other negative things, but he had to deal with all the insults from white people. White people would literally call him a racist. White people would lash out at him. It wasn't just black people, you know? And that had to make him feel some type of way, that here he is pouring out his life, giving his life, sacrificing his life. And rather than people show support and consider the information given, instead they just hate. And it feels bad when you're a person who's very given and you want to see people do well in life, and you're pouring out your heart, and they just don't respect what you do. They don't care. It really messes with you. You know, there's times when I talk truth and I don't get no support, no love, no nothing. And I'm like, damn, I'm pouring out my heart, man, trying to wake people up. And I get hated for it. It seems like the more truth I share, the more people hate me. The black community don't even like me. I get called coons, sambos. And then as I grow and become more successful, you know, I just stick to myself. And you wondering why you have a lot of people that become rich and wealthy and stuff, and they just stay to themselves, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that they're just horrible people. The issue is that their community basically turned their back on them. You know what I mean? Like, the black community hates me. So if you hate me, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Kiss your behind? No, that's not happening. I roll solo, and I rock with who rock with me. Who support me, I rock with them. And it is what it is. You know, you go where you fit in. And it's just that simple. You know, but don't get mad at me, because I choose to use my life for a purpose, whereas your purpose is just to hate me. That's your call. Some of you are called to hate Ringo TV. That's your job. My job is to speak the truth. That's my job. And I like that job because I'm able to reach a lot of people. So guys, if you like the content, be sure to double tap the screen to give it a like, and consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Without you guys, I won't be able to do this. And I am deeply humbled, guys, deeply humbled with the outpouring support. It's overwhelming. We literally cracked 200K subs. And that's a crazy milestone right there, guys, for a content creator. And I know a lot of my haters, they're pissed. They're pissed off, guys. That makes me more of a target now, because now it's like they got something to hate, you know? Now they really upset, but we're going to make them more upset, because we're going to keep grinding hard and we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep winning. You know what I mean? Like, literally, it's almost like every single day, a lot of people are joining this platform every single day. And I look at that as that's the Most High, making people discover my work. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I've been doing this thing forever, guys. From 2006, I've been on YouTube, being consistent and working hard. And It is what it is, man. Let me see. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna go into a song, play this song real fast, guys, and then we're gonna pretty much wrap up the stream. I'm only gonna play one song. I'm not gonna go in through a whole, you know, multitude of videos, but I'm just gonna play one song, and pretty much we just wrap up the show, guys. So check out this song, guys. This is one of my favorite because this song, when I wrote this song, when I put this song together, I was thinking about my mom the whole time. Like literally the whole time. Literally. While I was writing this particular song that I'm about to play, I was thinking about my mom the whole time, shedding tears. And I'm like, man, if she could only hear this song, if she could only be a part of what I'm doing, because it was around the process where I was getting prepared to relocate to North Carolina from New York. And I'm like, man, if only she had a little more time, you know what I'm saying? But the cancer took her out. But hey, guys, check out the video. Check it out. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get the volume up. Do I even have the video? Hold on. I don't think I got the video up. Uh-oh. I don't think I got the video, guys. Wait a minute. I don't think I got it. Let me look for it. Because I did. Oh, you know what it was? I moved it. I moved it to another location. Give me a minute. That's what I did. Let me look for it. I moved it to an external hard drive. Let me do that. I was wondering what the heck is going on. I pressed play. I couldn't find it. Let me see. If not, I'll just download it again. Because I don't see it. Is it one word? I don't even see the damn song, guys. That's weird. Because I told you guys I did a little updating on the computer. I had to update the software and whatnot. So let me see if I can find it manually. Because I had it in OBS, but I must have took it out. I don't know if this update replaced all my stuff, but this is weird. I can't even find it. Let me check this drive. Check this drive. See what's going on here. This software is totally different. Let me see. Download from YouTube. What's this folder? It's not there. I don't even see it. That's crazy. I don't even see the video, guys. That's wild. I don't even know where I put it, to be honest. That's weird. Did I delete it by mistake? Trying to think. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's not on this hard drive. It's not on this hard drive. I mean, I could always download it. I could always download it again. But I don't feel like going through all of that. I might just end the show and just call it a day. I might just do that. Or should I go download it? Probably go download it, right? Let me see. Because I must have replaced it from the drive here. Let me go and download it. That way I can still do what I said I'm going to do. Let me go get it from my YouTube channel. and just download it again. Who cares? Because I misplaced it. That's weird because I know it should be on this hard drive, but for whatever reason, it's not there. I don't see it. Yeah, it's definitely not on this drive. So I got to download it again. Shout out to everybody that's actually sticking around, you know. Shout out to those people. So let me download it again. And we'll do what we need to do from there. So let me go get the link, download it again, and try this one more time. Let me see. What? This is weird. I don't know what happened, but this is crazy. I don't know. I don't even want to go into it. I'll just figure this thing out. I think I accidentally did something and deleted a lot of stuff from my system that I wasn't supposed to delete. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing certain things, and now I'm realizing I must have deleted a lot of stuff by mistake. Good thing this is not my music computer, because I would be pissed off right now if this was my music system. But that's weird. It's not even making me download. Oh, okay. Now it is. All right. So let me get this. Download 1080p version. And let's get this thing downloaded. So I hope everybody's having a blessed one, guys. It's pretty much the end of the stream. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're sticking around, maybe it's because you want to hear the song. Maybe you're new. You never heard it before. But we're going to get to it shortly. Like, before I did the update on my computer, I had like 20 gigs available on the hard drive. It's a 2 terabyte hard drive SSD, but it's saying that I have 119 gigabytes available. I don't know, man. I think it deleted stuff that I don't know, man. That got me kind of worried now because I'm like, that's a lot of gigabytes to be gone. I only had 20 gigs available when I did the update. Now it says I got 119 gigabytes available, unless the system cleaned up something. I don't know. Or maybe it was like a bunch of old files that just doesn't make any sense and it optimized the system. I don't know. Okay, so let's get this song on the screen. So this is Inner World, guys. Let's play the video. Put this up here. Let's get the volume going. Let's end the stream with a bang and do this. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys joining the platform. So this is the music video here, guys. Alrighty, let's go.
Please, help me. Help me. Somebody, please, help me. In a world.
Try me if you
So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. Appreciate those that leave some feedback on what they think of the music. We're gonna get up on out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by to the platform. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions salute you. All of those that subscribe to the channel, I am deeply humbled and grateful for your support and choosing Ringo TV. As you leave the stream, go in peace. If you're on the road, drive safe. Shout out to the mods, Sandra in the building, V-Dub Man. Salute to all the day ones, channel members, new subscribers that are viewing. Hope you learned something from this video. The black community got to really come together and stop the hate. Stop playing victim and get out there and actually work towards your goals and do something productive. And it's just vanity at this point. What we're seeing on social media, it's like social media it became the devil's playground, brewing nothing but hate all day. Pastors are hating. I mean, Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, forgave the killer. And yet you got the black church calling Charlie a white supremacist. It's disgusting. It seems as though Charlie Kirk's wife have forgiveness for the killer, and yet the black church is condemning Charlie. It's evil, man. It is sick. All the stuff she going through and all this hate is in the world. Sick. So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. Appreciate y'all all stopping by. Y'all have a blessed one. Gonna close out the stream. Peace and blessings.
Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Holding it down since 2006. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell for all so you can be notified when we do live streams. We're out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Ringo TV. We out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.